Brought to you by Podcast City Network.
It is time to play.
You're listening to The Everett Lee Show.
Let's go!
A shot of entertainment to the head.
No doubt.
So sit back, relax,
Put your drinks up!
and enjoy the entertainment.
Okay.
Now we come to the payoff.
Let's rock.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Everett Lee Show podcast. Crank it to 11 like Spinal Tap tonight on the Podcast City Network Facebook page. Everett Lee, you can follow me on Facebook.com/TheEverettLee. Hit that thumbs up. Also on Twitter @TheEverett_Lee. Shout out to all my followers. And, of course, all that's watching the live stream and tuning in tonight and listening to this podcast. My camera's off a little bit, but you know what? Let's cut the damn music.
Cut it. Cut that music. Man, it's still ringing in my ear, man. What the hell? Hey, Robyn, how are you, buddy? Oh, man.
I ain't even got the camera on you guys yet, and you're just going, man.
Let's go.
You can see, ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the podcast tonight is none other than Robyn Nilsson of Wrestle, Popcast, Paranormal Files 13, and David Russell from Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast. What's up, gentlemen?
Representing Deathmatch Wrestling and the world of professional wrestling and indie wrestling, as always.
Of
Catching
course.
the world trend worldwide, you know?
Mhm.
It's going.
We are
All
worldwide.
your Everett Lee Show is live right now, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in.
We are live and living color, baby.
Popcast 2, representing Robyn Nelson. Here we go.
I love you guys, man. You guys are great.
What are you doing? Selfies?
Hey, Everett,
No
we
selfies.
love you, brother.
What are you doing? A selfie, Everett? Here he
No,
goes.
I'm trying to pull the live stream up on the phone here so I can look at it.
No, he's doing a selfie to Brother Love, Robyn.
I love you.
Let's get the camera on me right here.
Look at that. Up. Yeah, right.
Oh, damn. This is
You
just
do
great.
that. I'm
What's
going to do a screenshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You're a little bit late there with the horns. Your camera's off, man. Now your camera's back on. Wow. You're just you're just crazy. Got a little second delay. I'm watching it on here. It's freaking funny. I can't pull it up on my phone, so you know what that means? That means I'm gonna have to wing it tonight. And I'll tell you one thing I will not be winging is the sponsors that we have on the Podcast City Network, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to these guys right here.
Big list. Big list.
SportsSanity.com. Head over to SportsSanity.com and let them know that you want a Podcast City Network t-shirt. They are the official license and providers of Podcast City Network t-shirts. Head over to SportsSanity.com and get your Podcast City Network t-shirt. City Limits Taproom in DeLand, Florida, home of Draft Day. Head over to City Limits Taproom in DeLand, Florida for a wide variety of sports, indoor and outdoor seating, pool tables, dartboards, stage in the back for outdoor concerts, and much, much more. Head over to DeLand City Limits Taproom in DeLand, Florida. Atlantic Sounds. You're looking for that vinyl that's gotten away from you, or that CD or that cassette that you've lost and you want back. They may have it. So head over to Atlantic Sounds in Daytona Beach, Florida, and get your vinyl CDs and collectibles and cassettes and much, much more. If you head over to podcastcity.net, official website, head the sponsor section, and book your destination and travel with Telltale Travel. Hit up Brittany Emler for a destination that you want to set. And this is all brought to you by Podcast City Network. Head over to podcastcity.net.
Man, I need a good getaway vacation. I might have to recommend her to a lot of people.
She's good, man. She's definitely good. She's definitely good. She definitely
Can
is.
she book Wonder if she could help book us on our trip, Robyn.
Yeah, we go see Everett next year.
She can. She can hook you guys up, man. She definitely can. And I'll tell you what, I have right here that I will be hooking people up tonight. This is your last
my God.
chance.
It is.
Finally, you're gonna tell me to
Get these tickets,
tonight?
man.
They're going. They're going.
Mhm.
Gotta get
Yeah,
rid of them.
they're going. They're going because I was asked by Doug, "Oh, what are you gonna do with the tickets, man?" I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with the tickets. I already got a thing lined up and everything, and I know what I'm definitely gonna do with these tickets. So if you don't call in tonight when the number comes up and you answer the trivia question, these tickets are going bye-bye. They're going bye-bye because I already have someone that wants them. I'm going to hand off personally.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Because I'm not sitting on these damn things anymore, man. I tell you.
I know.
I tell you. One thing I want to, I got something I got to get off my chest, man. And you guys seen the post I put up on Facebook, right? With what's been happening with here where I live in South Daytona, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ridiculous. The city of South Daytona, Florida. They basically are.
Violation.
Yeah, it was a warning. They gave my mom a freaking a violation because she was parked in my front yard. My wife was gone to go pick me up. Okay, my wife left to go pick me up. She came back. Okay, there was an open spot in the driveway. The city basically wants you to fill that spot. But if the driveway's full and there's no place to park, then that's fine. But the thing is, come to find out, I've been getting some information stuff. I was told this week, why don't I just take it up with the city? Okay, yeah, I do that. Fall on deaf ears, or it's like a lot of people said, fight it and stuff. But
just fight it, man.
Yeah, I can fight it. It's just they gave my mother a freaking warning. Oh yeah, the tickets I see on the chat here. Adolescent Theory, June 29th in Orlando, Florida, at the House of Blues. Man, that is what the tickets are for, right here. Adolescent Theory. But it just gets me because come to find out that a lot of old people in the area been complaining about people parking and stuff, and it's just we got people waking lives right behind me, waking my daughter up 1 o'clock in the morning out in the yard screaming because you got meth heads living in sheds. You got freaking panhandlers in Daytona Beach that walk up and down the road all day panhandling money. Even one person they were a World War II vet. You're 40. You're not freaking 90 years old. You weren't in World War II. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go fund the Everett Lee Fund right now for the warrant.
I should go out there and panhandle for the network, man. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah, if they can freaking do that, it just freaking pisses me off, man. It does. It does. It just pisses me off.
Whoa. Well, hello, Sean from tuning in from London, Ontario, Canada. Well, hello. Greetings
What's up?
To Florida, New Jersey, and Ohio.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Shout out to London, man, and Canada, representing.
Representing across the pond in Canada.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Love it, man.
Glad
Love
you-
it.
Cheers.
I love it. But that's what's been going on in Daytona. One final thing on this rant, okay? If I'm a tourist and I'm coming to Daytona, check out the Speedway and check out the tourist destinations, maybe the beach. Do I really want to see a guy panhandling that's drove up in a BMW and gets out there and look like he's poor panhandling? Do I want to see that the first thing? I wouldn't even want to come back to Daytona Beach. They don't even do nothing about it, man. It's ridiculous. It is.
It is.
It is. I had to get that off my chest, man, because it's been up here to me this week, and I'm like, I got to go all cornet on it,
Robyn, what crazy news? What crazy news is going on? You're in Ohio. Anything on the news?
Yeah, guys, tell me what's going on with you guys. What's going on, Robyn, with Wrestle Popcast and Paranormal Files 13 and any other news, man? What's up?
Robyn.
I just had a podcast tonight with Jacob Casper, who just graduated from Duke University, broke a lot of records for Duke, and he was eyed by the WWE, so he's going to get a tryout for the WWE, and he's real good. He broke a lot of records for Duke, and he's a great, humble guy, man. You need to check him out, man. Jacob Casper. That was a great podcast, man. You need to check it out. And then this Sunday on Paranormal Files 13 podcast, I will have Daniel Benoit from the East Coast Bigfoot Research Organization. He researches and hunts for Bigfoot.
Wow. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. And next weekend, what are you doing next weekend? I know you mentioned it, but might as well throw that out there, man.
Next weekend, next Friday, I'm going to be at CWAI for their show, and I'm going to see the Top Guns finally got together. Milton Mark Magnum, Eric the Paranormal Fallen, and Ryan Michaels are going to be squaring in the big ring. And then Saturday is Superhero Saturday, downtown Hamilton, Ohio, where you're going to see cosplayers, and also you're going to see some more CWAI wrestling. And Leapin' Lanny Poffo is going to be at Future Great Comics downtown Hamilton, signing his comic book, and you get a picture with him and his brother's WWF Hall of Fame ring as well. And then later that night, I'm going to Battle on the Border, another wrestling show.
That is freaking awesome, man. Love it, man. Love it. It sounds like you're going to have a hell of a time.
I like a lot of your palette, buddy. You are going to be wrestling worn out after that. Seriously, you'll be like, ugh.
Dude, I'm going to meet Leapin' Lanny Poffo. I'm going to have him try to say a poem to me.
Yeah.
Say a poem about me.
That's going to be awesome. That is. I love it. Have them do it, man. You got to have them do it. You definitely do.
I want to put Randy Macho Man Savage's Hall of Fame ring around my finger and have a picture of it going, hey, look at this, bitches.
You know, you'd be like, you gotta go, I wore the ring, yeah.
And then after that, I'm going to eat it. And then after that, I'm going to snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
And you're going to say,
What a rush!
Wow.
Oh, wait. And I also got one more guest on Sunday, too. I forgot to mention her. It's the Bloodthirsty Vixen, Mariah Marino, the first ever transgender wrestler.
You know what, Robyn? I've heard about her. She's that person is very awesome because she was as recently this past summer, or she went to California for a deathmatch tournament, and she faced the one and only Sage Shin, deathmatch wrestler. She's tough one. Sage Shin was, and Sage Shin came to the East Coast for GCW one year. It was awesome.
that is cool.
That's awesome.
I love it, man. I love it. Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
And also,
yeah.
One more.
Okay.
Last night, we were talking about Battle on the Border 7, which is next week. I had Denham Blevins on, the owner and CEO. We went down and laid down of all the matches. And also, there's this group called the Marquee Players. Quintessential male, Jake Shepard, and his sidekick, he hates me calling it, and Amos kidnapped their bodyguard, Slade. So I did a funny video. I posted it. I don't know if you guys seen it, because they always complain. They always say they're from Birdland. This is an awesome place.
Uh-huh.
But when I took a video of it, trying to look for Slade, Birdland was a dump. You need to check out that video, Everett.
I got you. I was listening this morning while I was updating the Podcast City Network not Facebook page, the website. I was listening to the interview you did with Cody Hawk. Excellent, man. Loved it.
So what'd you think about Cody Hawk?
I like him, man.
Wanted. Throw it up, throw it down.
Hell yeah. I love it, man. I love it. I loved how he's talking about, the site, being able to be and having that opportunity to be at the Performance Center for a week and getting to basically, work with Shawn Michaels, Terry Taylor, and it was just great, man. I loved it.
Hey,
Wow.
he deserves it. He's been around in business for years.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the top professional wrestling trainees. He trains a lot. He's trained Eli Drake. He's trained Dean Ambrose. He trained Brian Pillman Jr. He's trained a lot of big name wrestlers. He's trained, the Stubborn Angel, Shauna Reed. He's a good guy, and for a guy his age, he still can get around in the ring. He's pretty good. He's like a young 20-something-year-old man.
That's awesome. I love it.
Wow,
I love it, man. I definitely do love it. David, what the heck is going on with you?
Man, I've had a lot of guests from the on my podcast lately from the from EHF Entertainment Group, Wrestling Group, and boy, I've been killing podcasts left and right. Also, I'll have some coming up this week. This following week, I'm going to be getting more of their talent and the owners, and it's going to be fun. They're just some great people because they just recently did a benefit show for one of my Deathmatch friends, Adam Bueller.
Yes.
Remember we were talking about that, and it was pretty great. They raised a lot of money for Adam, and I'm very proud of what they did for them. So thank you guys for doing that, and make sure your fans check out EHF Entertainment Wrestling. They're a great organization. Professional wrestling company out there. If you're up in your neck of the woods, Robyn, almost Indiana, Chicago, it's crazy. They love it,
It is.
So support that, everybody. Big ups with that. But what's tomorrow?
Saturday. What is tomorrow?
Saturday.
Tomorrow's Saturday. I mean, you asked me, man. I'm answering.
Tomorrow's Saturday. David's gonna wrestle a midget live on Facebook.
No, I'm gonna call out but no, tomorrow is. You know where I'm gonna be, guys, right? Where am I gonna be?
You're gonna be.
Heading?
You're going to. I had the notes right here, man.
Up North Jersey, Jersey, for a little bit of Combat Zone Wrestling as they present Tournament of Death 17. Excuse me.
Yes.
Tournament of Death 17. And go ahead, Everett. I've showed you the notes. Check that out. Read that card out if you can.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Right now.
Check this out, Robyn. This is a really good stack card.
It is.
And actually, a lot of the guys are actually tonight are over at the shout out to H2O Hardcore Hustle Wrestling or Hardcore Wrestling by the Bulldozer Matt Tremont. They're doing a show in Williamstown tonight. So getting a little preparation for tomorrow. Just a couple of guys are wrestling that are locals from CZW and Combat Zone, and a couple other guys out of state. And actually, Shane Douglas is there tonight, Robyn. Just to let you know that.
Hey, Shane Douglas can still move in the ring. I've seen him several times. He's good. He likes to draw a lot of blood as well. Mm-hmm. And also, speaking of H2O...
Actually, who's there too tonight?
Who?
Mikey Whipwreck. The one and only.
Oh, Mikey Whipwreck.
Yes.
WCW, Mikey Whipwreck. Yeah.
We got the matches, okay? We got a Fatal 4-Way Elimination, Block Bats, and Bundled Death Match. Casanova Valentine versus Shellac versus Stockade versus Jimmy Lloyd. Whoa. Can you explain
Jimmy
that
Lloyd
right
is
there?
The youngest deathmatch wrestler in the business today. Yes.
That is awesome. Four Corners of Pain, Barbed Wire Madness. Connor Claxton versus Kit Osborne versus Brandon Kurt versus Dan O'Hare. Wow.
Big scare. Dan O'Hare.
Three-way elimination, Four Corners of Pain. Mace Warren versus Dale Patricks versus Josh Crane. Whoa.
The Young Dragons right there. Both those guys are the Young Dragons. Dale Patricks and Josh Crane, the Young Dragons.
They're an awesome tag team in the indie scene right now.
Yeah,
are they?
Heavyweight, Mid-South, all over.
Are they?
All over. They're a really awesome team. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that, man. So they really do got a good fan base, huh?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
That's
They're
cool.
just badass. They're great in the ring, man. I've seen them live. They're pretty good.
Damn. Check this out. Fans bring the weapons match. Matt Tremont versus the returning Toby Klein. Wow.
Toby is an original, man. Toby is from the back in the days of CZW, IWA Mid-South, man. He's a legend of the deathmatch world, man. He's
damn.
I just recently, over the past couple summers, I went to Virginia to VOW's Lord of Anarchy Deathmatch tournament, and he was there. Man, he went at it with who he's wrestling. Matt Tremont, actually, or I don't know who he was wrestling. He was in the ring with Matt Tremont, but hell of a match.
Right.
This guy's awesome. He's great.
Sean on the chat says CZW will be doing a joint shows with Smash Wrestling in July. And
yes, that's right. Shout out to
Wrestling.
Yes,
it's a great promotion in Canada, man.
Yeah, shout out. Make sure you be
awesome roster.
Yeah, Sean, please go out and support that. Check that out if you're in that area. Please support CZW.
I love that,
Smash
man.
Of course, go to that show. You'd be, if you have never been to a CZW show, it's something special to check out. You know, you'll see some awesome wrestling.
Saturday, June 16th, Bullet Club, New Japan's own, Chase Stevens. You've heard of him, right?
Yes.
He's going to be taking on his old trainer. He's half of the Rock and Roll Express.
Dude, that's
Ready?
freaking awesome.
I'll do attack. Want me to do attack right now?
All right, let's see this.
Oh my God, he's gonna freaking do it, man.
No,
Yeah.
it has to be on the forehead, little scratch. No, do the CCW way. No, not the arm. No, a little scratch on the
Dude,
forehead.
I can't even get in my arm.
No,
We need to put this out here right
A
now.
little
Due
scratch.
to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh man, he's doing it! Oh my God! Oh! Oh man!
Damn!
We're gonna see what is going on around the net, ladies and gentlemen.
Around the net, there's so much. Oh, actually.
Sorry, man. I'll tell you what's going on around the net.
So much
It's
fun.
finally happening, guys. It is finally happening. Bill and Ted 3 is coming, finally. Did you hear about that, man?
Excellent.
Wild Stallions, baby, Wild Stallions.
Wow.
Yes. Bill and Ted 3 is coming. I have I have the news right here. Right here.
Is it excellent?
Yeah, it is excellent, man. I was like, bogus, man. Whoa, dude.
Robyn, excellent.
Let me read this off
Hey,
to
I'm
you. This is
excited
coming
for Bill
from.
and Ted,
This is
man.
coming from. Bill and Ted's freaking great, man. Bill and
I
Ted.
remember. I love the first.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
hate the. I don't know.
I love both of them, man. Both were freaking great movies, especially the line in the first one. Yo, royal ugly dudes. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Excellent.
Hey, I love it where they called Napoleon short French dude.
Yeah,
short
short-
French dead dude.
It was freaking great, man. It was freaking great. And of course, you had George Carlin as, damn, what the hell's his name? Rufus?
Yeah, Rufus.
Yes, I got it right. Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Where's the bell? Ding, ding, ding.
Hey,
The bell?
or that funny scene where Sigmund Freud was in the mall. He was eating a corn dog in front of those girls.
That was freaking great. I was reading this right here. I got this from the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that the original creator, Chris Matheson, imagine that, and Ed Sullivan, Men in Black, Now You See Me, have pinned the script with Dean Persasso, Galaxy Quest, Red 2, and Fun with Dick and Shane, confirmed to direct. They will produce with Alex and Steve by Hammerstone Studios, with Steven Sobenberg serving as executive producer, along with Scott Fisher, John Ryan Jr., and another name I can't pronounce. MGM owns the rights to the film, and it will be released in the U.S. under its Orion Picture banner. Bloom is handling international sales with commence in Cannes, where the project is likely to be one of the buzziest films in the market. Man, currently in pre-production right now. Bill and Ted Face the Music will see the duo long past their days as time-traveling teenagers and now weighed down by middle age and responsibility of family. They've written thousands of tunes, but they have not yet written a good one, much less than the greatest song ever written. With the fabric of time and space tearing around them, Visitor from the Future warns our heroes that their only song could save life as we know it. Out of luck and fresh out of inspiration, Bill and Ted sent out on a time-traveling adventure to seek the song that will set their world right and bring harmony in the universe. Together with the aid of their daughters and a new crop of historian figures, some of the musical legends, they find much, much more than just a song.
That sounds awesome.
That's gonna
maybe they'll pick up Kurt Cobain.
Oh man, that would be something. What they said that Eddie Van Halen is slated to play a cameo in on the movie, but I'll tell you, I'd be looking forward to see this, man, because it's been forever since we've seen Alex and Keanu together as Bill and Ted. I mean, we know what happened with Keanu Reeves. I mean, his movie career speaks for itself right there, does it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, John Wick, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was those John Wick films, Matrix, Speed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has a big resume of great flicks, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he does. He does. He has a lot of stuff. I mean, he's offered and stuff and everything, and it's going to be great. I cannot wait because this duo is my favorite duo growing up watching them, man.
Should we do a 2 thumbs up for the excellent part 3?
Yeah, excellent. Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah.
Wild Stallions.
But now, Everett, or actually, Robyn, go ahead and tell us what movie you were just talking about earlier. Boy.
Yeah.
Another one coming out. Go ahead, Everett.
Oh, it gave me chills. It was exciting. The new Halloween trailer dropped today.
Yes.
Oh my God. That is, it looks good. The trailer looks awesome. We see Jimmy Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, waiting for Michael to come out of the mental institution, and you see her with this like shotgun, man, and she's like just a good shot, man. She's ready to kick some ass, and you see a scene of her where she finally gets into it with her brother Michael Myers. It looks fabulous. The original score was in it, gave me the chills.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped for this film.
That's gonna be good. That's gonna be really
and it's gonna come out October of this year.
Sweet.
I know.
So fans,
it is.
Out and check it out. Go see it. Buy a ticket. Go out. Watch Halloween 3.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Halloween, whatever it is now. I don't even know.
The story. You can tell from the trailer, man. I mean, the story is it takes place 40 or like 30 years.
30 years. It takes about 30 years from the first film, and she's waiting for her brother so she can get some revenge.
Wow.
Yeah, in the description I have right there, yeah, she's waiting. Who's come to her final confrontation with Michael Myers, the final one. The masked figure who's haunted her since she nearly escaped his killing spree on Halloween on Halloween night 4 decades ago. Judy Greer plays Karen Strode, the daughter of Curtis's character, and Andy Makowicz, Orange is the New Black Underground, plays Allison, the granddaughter of Laurie Strode. Basically, from the trailer, what we seen was she didn't mention anything about Michael Myers, and it was a myth and a legend that happened. She's buried it,
I liked how they showed the files, the cover files, like the mystery, the file case of, the patients. That was pretty cool when they flapped through a couple of the victims,
Yeah.
Or the checkered board floor you see in the trailer at the mental institution.
One thing I got to say is they're really smart about, and they've always been smart about, was the only time you actually ever got to see Michael Myers was when he was a kid. Other than that mask, that's basically his face, And you see in the trailer, he does get the mask back, and he does come back, and yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis is ready to kick his ass. But here's my one question, okay? Didn't she die at Halloween Resurrection?
Yeah, she did.
You know?
But I think they'll probably just skip all that and just continue it from the first one.
Yeah.
That's what I think what they're going to do. I think that's not going to exist.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Cool,
Or just take in between place of everything and stuff, like after the first two. You know what I mean? Does it take place in there? And is, it's like, are they going to ignore the fact that Halloween Resurrection, it don't exist? Because we saw Halloween H2O. We saw that, But the thing is, with putting skeletons in your closet, they've always come back. You can't bury some things.
Always remember, beware the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's right behind you. What's this? I ain't afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. I'll tell you what I'm waiting for, man. Everyone was whining and crying about this, and I'm like, really? Because at first it took me a while to get into the show, and actually when I got into it, I loved it because the direction they're finally going and intertwining all the characters and everything. I'm talking about Game of Thrones, man. Game of Thrones.
Oh, I can't wait for the final season, man.
I know.
I am pumped, man.
I know. I am too.
Love Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta love Jon Snow, man. But Game of Thrones, HBO just greenlighted they just greenlighted a prequel to Game of Thrones, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up online. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Basically, the cast and crew, talking about the last season, they're wrapping up production right now of Game of Thrones. And they have announced a prequel pilot from author and co-executive producer George R.R. Martin and writer Jane Goldman. Kick-Ass and Kingsman has been greenlight to the network.
That's awesome.
The big budget spin-off is created by Goldman and Martin and is written by Goldman based on a story by her and Martin. The untitled pilot takes the prequel concept to a new level as it's set thousands of years before the events of Game of Thrones. The series chronicles the world's descent from the golden age of heroes into the darkest hour. The only thing that could be for sure, from the horrifying secrets of Westeros history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries to the east to the Starks of legend. And it's not the story that we think we know. Now, I'm going to throw this out here right now. I'm going to put it on the Everett Lee Show Facebook page, and I'm putting it on my profile, and we're going to see the numbers jump because we're going to give away some tickets here. All right, let's make this really interesting, okay? We'll make this really interesting. Okay, here is what I'm going to do. Now, those listening on the audio version of this podcast, I'm going to make it real simple. You direct message me on Twitter at TheEverettLeeShow if you can guess this line right here from this movie. Okay, here we go.
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
I'll play it again one more time, okay?
That's it, man. It's game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
If you guess the right movie and you direct message me on Twitter at TheEverettLeeShow, you will get one free ticket to see Adolescent Theory at the House of Blues in Orlando, Florida on June 29th, which is on a Friday. Doors open up at 7:30 p.m.
Hey fans, here at Podcast City Network, we have a lot of great shows.
We have a wide variety of shows that cover the landscape in podcast, a podcast for anyone and everyone.
Such as The Chris Garnett Show,
The Everett Lee Show,
ELS Uncut,
Super Radio Brothers,
Imaginarium with Scott and Todd,
Forking Around with Cody,
The Grimlock Show,
and Films of Classic.
You can catch these and a whole bunch more only on podcastcity.net or on all of our great social media outlets.
Head over to facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit that thumbs up. You can send a tweet to Podcast City Network on Twitter at Podcast City Net.
So make sure that you join us for all this only on Podcast City Network.
Oh man, look! Podcast City got merchandise.
That's right, fans. We now have Podcast City Network merchandise. So make sure you go online at podcastcity.net or on any of our social media outlets, on Twitter at PodcastCityNet or on Facebook at facebook.com/PodcastCityNetwork. And get ready for all the updates because now we have merch. Stay tuned. You're listening to The Everett Lee Show.
Let's open up the in-ring report segment right here, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2, 3.
In-ring report for this week. There's quite a bit to talk about with some stuff, man. I'll tell you, when I heard about this today, okay, when I heard about this today, I said, are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I was like, are they really that concerned and really certain that it's this is going to be set, okay? It just shows the idiocy of WWE because they think basically that we want to see this, and they've been doing it for 4 years. Woo! 4 years trying to
4 years. Woo! Come on, Robyn. 4 years.
trying to get this guy over.
Come on, it's Friday, Robyn. Come on.
Now,
woo! Woo! 4 years.
here we go. Ready, Robyn? Do your ready? 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
They've been going on for freaking 4 years, trying.
4 years. Woo!
Yeah. The SummerSlam main event is it already set? Okay, is the SummerSlam main event already set? I don't know if you guys heard the rumbling because it came from the Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer, about this. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Yes, you tell.
Okay, it looks like they've already made up their mind about the main event for this year's SummerSlam, which will be Brock Lesnar putting the Universal Championship on the line against the big dog, Roman Reigns.
The big dog.
Boring.
Yep.
I'm afraid I've got
I'm leaving the room
bad
now.
news.
How's that? I'm going to take 5.
Or like
I'm going to take 5. I'll be right back.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Russell's leaving the building for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes.
You know something? I gotta leave. This is disgusting me. Hold on.
No, I'll be right back. Seriously.
Okay.
Take over, Rob. Take over, Robyn.
Can you like not believe? I mean, you believe that, man? You know, it's like
I think it's stupid.
It is.
You know, they're you know what makes me mad? They're catering to the casual fan. They're not catering to the fans that really love wrestling. It's towards the casual fan, man. That's all WBE has been all about for casual fans, man.
I know. It's ridiculous. It is freaking ridiculous for the fact that we got Mr. Roman Reigns, okay? Now, this gets even better, man. This gets even freaking better, okay? That, for the fact is that Mr. Roman Reigns, okay, is going to win the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, okay? Lesnar is going to be... Lesnar's dropping it, okay? They say Lesnar's dropping it, but here's the thing. By the time Lesnar... he's going to be finishing up his WWE run. By the time he drops the belt, okay, he has surpassed CM Punk as this era's longest reigning champion.
Yeah, the reason why he's getting that is he's a part-time champion, man. He's not on the shows every day, Monday defending that belt, man. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. He's not a defending champion. A lot of people are upset about that and stuff. Now, one thing you get to look forward to on Monday Night Raw is for the fact that Mr. Monday Night Rollins has basically made the Intercontinental Champion the title of the show. Has he not? You know?
Yes, he has. I'll tell you what else I'm looking forward to as well is Nia Jax taking on the whole Ronda Rousey for the women's title.
Yeah. I'm what gets me about that, okay, is that Ronda, her finisher is the armbar. Nia is like, yes. Oh, I can get out of the armbar. I can get out of it, okay? Now tell me, how many times has Nia Jax been put in an armbar and she's tapped out, especially by Asuka?
Yep.
Okay. Does WWE think we're not going to know about that? Do they think it's like we're just going to forget about it? We're only going to think about what's in front of us. We're not going to think about what was already there because they think we're freaking morons. The casuals, just like you said.
What I told you, Everett, they're catering to the casual fan. What I mean by casual fan, I'll explain this to anybody who doesn't know what a casual fan is.
Yeah.
A casual fan is they only watch WWE. And that's it. They don't watch Ring of Honor. They don't watch New Japan. They don't watch any indie wrestling. It's all WWE. And WWE caters to them. And they, like you said, they think most of the fans like us are dumb, but we're not. Dude, they've got lack of storytelling. Every week, every show's been boring, man. I mean, it's just for the casual fan. That's it.
It is. It is. It is. And basically, you think for the fact that the matter is that with that new deal that WWE has scored with Fox, that $1 billion deal, you're going to see basically television production and everything. It's going to be like the best. We're talking about how bad WWE is and how they think their fan base is morons, They do.
Also, speaking of that Fox deal with WWE, if you look at some articles, since they made that deal, they're going to bring NXT to Fox television too, so you can watch it on Fox NXT.
Really? I didn't see into that, man.
Yeah, look into it, Everett. They're going to bring NXT.
So NXT is it's going to be pulled off the network then, ain't it? Or is it still going to be on the network?
Yeah, it's going to go to Fox, and the cool thing about WWE, the only thing I like about WWE is NXT. That's it.
We know NXT has that North American Championship,
Yep. Beautiful belt.
It is.
It's held by
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby. Adam Cole. Now, the thing is, it's like now the championship that he holds, I still got my old stuff up here. I'm switching stuff around on my camera. Now, the thing is with Adam Cole being the first championship. Now, we've seen with the UK championship, that belt, okay, the UK championship has been defended, okay, outside of WWE, the United Kingdom Championship. Now, my thing is, it's like reading about this, about seeing the North America Championship. It surprised me that they're letting him do this, because I'm like, really? Because apparently it looks like that Adam Cole will be defending the North American Championship match at the next Evolve 107. Okay, this is what Wrestling Inc. is reporting. It says, proving to be a fighting champion. Evolved is a good organization. It's a good promotion.
Phenomenal company. That's based, and they always do the shows by me in New York, New Jersey area a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Evolve is.
Why they're doing that? They're copying NWA, like. You know how Nick Aldis is going around defending the NWA belt.
Mm-hmm. That loser. I can't stand that guy. Sorry.
No. It's funny. I'm looking at the camera here. David, your head's cut off at the top. Yeah, you're like way. Yeah, you're like cut off way. You gotta. You see it? Yeah. There you go. From the article here, this is proven to be a defining champion. Undisputed Era's Adam Cole will defend the NXT North American Champion title at Evolve 7's wrestling event in Melrose, Massachusetts later this month. The Panama City Playboy opponent will be announced this Monday. Presented by WWN and Evolve Wrestling, Evolve 107 takes place at the Melrose Memorial Hall on Sunday, June 24th. In addition to the NXT North America title match, the event will include a title events by WWN champion Austin Theory, as well as bouts featuring former UFC fighter and reigning Evolve champion Matt Riddle, renowned Australian powerhouse Walter, and more. Now, Cole's title defense is the latest example of WWE's working relationship with Evolve, one of the world's leading independent wrestling organizations. Evolve has hosted WWE alumnars from NXT General Manager William Regal and WWE Performance Center coach Robbie Brookside to Sami Zayn to NXT champion Aleister Black, and the event is in the past. Evolve.
Hey, Everett, somebody's trying to call in. Please let him get on the call. Come on, please.
What? I didn't see anything jump up here.
Doug is calling. Wants to call in.
Is the Doug calling?
Yeah, he's trying to call you. Call now, Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get through, man. Try it again, Doug. Call me. Call. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll call him. Let me see if I get this up. Okay, I've been having problems with this thing, man. It wants to work and it don't want to work. Okay.
Speaking.
Here he is.
Another thing is,
ladies and gentlemen, the one and only #1 fan of the Podcast City Network.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Can you hear him, guys?
Hey, good old Doug. Welcome to the program again.
What's up, Dougie Doug?
Nothing much. Apparently, the situation was I was watching it, had to go onto 2 different computers because it kept on freezing up.
Live stream was it freezing up?
Oh yeah.
Everything looks pretty good on my end right here. I'm running I'm running pretty good. CPU is running good, frames per second. I'm in the green, man.
I'm gonna say maybe it's my connection in.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? You're just in time. Robyn was just about to announce and mention something about Evolved.
I'm gonna say maybe it's my connection in.
What do you have to mention?
Oh yeah, speaking of the XFL that Vince McMahon's doing the football, they found their commissioner. It's Andrew Luck's dad.
Who?
Andrew Luck's dad.
No way.
Yep, he signed with Vince 2020 XFL. He's going to be the commissioner of XFL.
Oh, damn.
His son Andrew Luck, who plays for the Colts, quarterback.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, his dad knows a lot about football too. I mean, he's been around the business, but commissioner for XFL.
Oh God, that's freaking great,
man. Bring that back. They're bringing that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, XFL. Yeah, where you been, man?
I've been probably hanging out with Bill and Ted, and, you know.
Isn't that amazing, Everett? I mean, Andrew Luck's dad's going to be the That's going to be fucking awesome.
It is. That's freaking great, man. That is freaking great.
What do you think of that, Doug? What do you think of that, Doug?
Yeah, what do you think, Doug?
Hey, it's going to be great. I mean, heck, it's about time that we got something that was that everybody can enjoy again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great time.
Oh, I just like the hot cheerleaders, but
who didn't? Who freaking didn't? Who didn't? I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to, which will be coming up here probably, I think it's tomorrow night, I think.
Okay.
Or is it next weekend? Because I'm trying to look at right here. Actually, I think it is. It's tomorrow, man. You know what I'm talking about, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, New Japan.
3 a.m. Saturday morning. That will come on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that the promotion that you're going to be going? Actually, Everett, did you finally get around to grabbing those?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I will be going to New Japan Wrestling. Okay. I will be heading there on June 29th. I got a cheap seat, but long as I can watch the event, I don't give a damn, man. As long as I can see the event and I can see the action, I'm happy, man. I don't care.
What did you find? What did you find? What did you find? Like, what you?
Upper,
lower, topper?
Upper. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Upper. I have to. I got to get with my wife there and then look again because she went ahead and got them. I mentioned it and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got the tickets," and I was like, "Oh, you've got them finally! Awesome." But New Japan, what you're talking about is New Japan Domination will take place Saturday, like Robyn said, at 3 a.m., man. The IWGP Heavyweight Champion, Okada, will take on Kenny Omega in a 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit match.
Kenny Omega.
The cleaner. Bang! Also, the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, Nato. Am I saying that right? Nato?
Not
whatever,
like
whoever it is, we'll delete it later.
Will be wrestling against the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, baby.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
The match card, you got the main event, which is Okada versus Omega, the 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit. You get the Intercontinental Championship with Nato and Chris Jericho. You have the IWPG Junior Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay versus Himuro Takahasha.
You gotta like Will Ospreay, man.
Will Ospreay? I seen him, man. I've seen him. He moves around a lot in the ring. Does he not?
He's talented, man. He was on.
He flies a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He just did the CZW's New Orleans show. So.
And then
I'm excited for the Jericho match, man. They've been running that for weeks, man. The story, how Jericho's talking shit.
Yeah, they are. You know, Chris Jericho, man. He's doing a lot for New Japan right now. He definitely is.
You gotta get Doug in here too.
What do you think, Doug? Would you? Did you ever see Jericho and Omega last year at Wrestle Kingdom?
Great match.
I didn't get a chance to. I mean,
yeah. You there?
Yeah, what, Doug?
Yeah.
You didn't get to you got to look it up on YouTube, man. You got to look it up on YouTube. You definitely do. You have to check it out on YouTube. Then here's another one. You got the IWGP Tag Team Championship match. You got Evil and Sandada versus the Young Bucks. You know, you got the
Young Bucks.
You can expect the Young Bucks to do this a couple times.
Super Kick Party.
Yes, Super Kick Party.
You gotta love Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson.
Yeah,
Young Bucks.
You got to. Then you got the Never Open Weight Championship. You got Gutu versus Michael Elgin. Am I saying that right? Versus
Michael Elgin.
Yeah, Michael Elgin. Elgin in a triple threat.
He's good.
He is.
I saw him last Friday night at Rockstar Pro Wrestling.
Oh, did you?
He's a beast.
He is. He is a freaking beast, man. He is. That's the Never Open Weight Championship match right there. And then you got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship with El Desperado and Yoshiba Karamura. My Japanese sucks. First Show and Yo. Oh, check this out, guys. Check this out. David Finlay and Juice Robinson will verse Yoshi-Hashi and Jay White.
That's going to be a good
Man.
Yes.
The Moon Man.
Yes. Oh. Here we go. Yano and Ishadi versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Suzuki Gun.
Dude, that's going to be a good one. Zack Sabre Jr. is a beast, man.
And it gets better, man. It gets better. Rey Mysterio, Justin Thunder Liger, and Horatio Tanahashi versus Marty Scurll, Hangman Page, and Cody.
Wow.
Oh, the Bullet Club taking on Rey Mysterio and Susan Liger. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, that's gonna be an epic match right there. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I was reading this card and I was sitting there. I was sitting there. I was just like, oh man, God. I'm
yes, 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 yes.
I was happy, man. I was like, damn, this is gonna be freaking great. Like McShaft said. I was talking with him today, McShaft, about this, and he said he's like, you think next week NXT and Money in the Bank is going to be anything?
No.
No. Compared to this right here, this will basically, people will be talking more about this than what's going on. I mean, I love NXT, but Money in the Bank, this is going to blow that out of the water. It definitely will, It definitely will.
It's going to blow it out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you this: we know the WWE casual fan won't be watching.
No, they'll be like, New Japan. What's new in Japan?
Yeah, What's new in Japan? Hey,
We're gonna go to Japan.
What's
today.
ROH?
Yeah, what's ROH? What's Row? What is Row? I never heard of Row.
Wrestling?
Yeah, I never heard of Row.
What's Evolve Wrestling? What do you mean by evolving?
Yeah, did it? When did it evolve? I gotta tell you guys. Doug, you gotta look up some New Japan wrestling, man.
Actually,
Doug, New Japan.
Surprisingly, I've been watching it on AXS TV. Pretty much, I've been taping up all the series.
Oh,
since 2017.
Dude, awesome! You've been watching on Axis, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
they had today at about 5 a.m. They had the part 3 of the New Japan wrestling on.
Yeah, the tournament, man. That 12-day tournament. You guys hear about that, David and Robyn, about the 12-day tournament?
Negative.
No, Robyn, enlighten David on that.
Lightning Day, it's a great tournament, man. There's a lot of, it's hard to explain and say it. You have to watch it. It's just insane.
I'll have to check into it. I don't get that show or whatever you're talking about, though. No.
Yeah, Axis Television. It's on. You gotta, if you get a cable package, you gotta order it. You gotta make sure you have it.
It's on my cable. Another channel on my cable.
So.
Yeah. Well, you got YouTube, man. You got YouTube, and you got other ways.
I'll tell you another great wrestling promotion.
I know how to boot it.
Yeah. What's the great another wrestling promotion?
Major League of Wrestling on Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
That is off the hook. You can stream that or watch it off the IBSIN network. That's on cable too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Tony Schiavone's a great announcer.
He is. Actually, they did a show here in Orlando, and McShaft went to it, man, and he got to meet Jeff Cobb.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another great, talented wrestler who went up to Japan and wrestled as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, he can. He could tell you. It's like he went to MLW here in Orlando, and it was just freaking great, man. It definitely was. It definitely was like freaking great. Yeah, it's just we got a lot of good wrestling coming out this month.
Hey, Doug. What's up with you, man? What's interesting with you?
Actually, speaking of wrestlers, I understand that CM Punk has won his suit against WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was with Colt Cabana too. Even Colt was in that too.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana.
Yep. Yeah. He basically he did win. He did win the lawsuit, man. He definitely did win the lawsuit, and
I knew he'd win it. It took forever, and he kept on stalling and stalling.
Well, yeah, of course.
And stalling, and then
it's like
Punk got his.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He
did. The interesting part about it is that CM Punk, when asked, he said he has no intention on coming back to the WWE ever again.
You know, that's
Smart man.
That's what they all say. Okay, that's what they all say. Look at Bret the Hitman Hart. How many years did it take for him to come back to WWE? You know,
Money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks.
money.
Baby.
Look at Ultimate Warrior. Look at Ultimate Warrior. Late Ultimate Warrior. He came back. You know, Bruno Sammartino. A lot of people didn't know he had no relationship in anything with WWE for years, and look what happened.
Ding, yep.
Yeah, he came. He came back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely did. He came back. You know, it's just it's the money. You know, it's like as soon as the money, it does this. It's like
Show me the money!
it definitely is an announcement to make.
All right.
Yeah, I do have an announcement to make. Okay.
Can I say it first?
And it has to do. Okay. It has to do with what's going to be happening with the Everett Lee Show. I just want to mention this real quick, okay? You see, I talked over to Podcast City Network, guys, okay? I talked with my with the higher ups, okay? Yeah. Honestly, the truth is, the numbers and the ratings have been slipping for the Everett Lee Show for a long time now, okay? A long time. I want to throw this out here. It's not because of who and when and how and why on the show. It's just this time of the month, this time of the year, I kind of suffered through it last year, okay? It's like I tried to come up with doing different ways, and it did work for the summer, okay? It did work for the summer. But however, the thing is, it's like the numbers and everything are just starting to just drop. And I'm not going to mention numbers on air, but I'll just say this. One of the podcasts I looked at for audio download, the numbers were so low, I about wanted to take a rifle and shoot myself in the foot because it's what it felt like. It hurt. It hurt. So I talked with the higher-ups, which, that help run the network because I'm part of that. And so basically I brought the issue to the network, and the network basically came up with some ideas and they threw them at me, and I said, okay, I'll give it a try. We'll see what will happen. So we're going to see what's going to happen, and here's the announcement if you happen to miss it this past week here on the Facebook page for the Everett Lee Show right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Everett Lee Show fans! This summer, the Everett Lee Show is going to have a special summertime format. You're going to get the Everett Lee Show this summer on Tuesdays and Thursdays for 30 minutes. The best 30 minutes of your day. So this summer, keep your eyes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the Everett Lee Show.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go, right there. The network basically, out of a vote of 3-2.
Yeah,
that's the decision right there. The network has basically.
I like it, bro.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to mention right here, it's from the Podcast City Network. It's bringing you the latest in independent podcasting, which features the Everett Lee Show, Imagineering with Scott and Todd, the Grimlock Show, Draft Day, Chris Carnage Show, Super Radio Brothers, and much, much more. Wrestle Popcast, Deathmatch Wrestle Popcast, Second Rounds, New York and Florida edition, Paranormal Files 13, just to name a few off the top of my head. And you can catch these podcasts on iTunes, Libsyn, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and even we're at Robyn for Wrestle Popcast and Paranormal Files 13.
Files 13, iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio, exactly. That's all coming to you from Podcast City Network. Coming soon, we have Forking Around with Cody's new podcast, Bear Claw Survival. He will be joined with co-host Brady Gibson. If you like guns, you like bows, you like hunting, you like outdoor stuff, you love basically 101 survival tips and stuff, here, this will be the podcast for you right here, ladies and gentlemen. Bear Claw Survival. And, of course, we have the Deleted Wrestling Podcast, which will be a retro take on classic matchups. If you're wondering about what, topics and stuff, topics range from greatest rivalries to greatest matches to greatest managers to great errors and so forth and stuff. For example, let's say one of the main topics of the show will be for example, let's say WrestleMania 3, Savage versus Steamboat for the Intercontinental Championship. We would talk about the build-up to the match, what was going on, the match itself, and then afterwards the fallout of where the two people went, what direction they went, Stuff like that on this podcast here, the Deleted Wrestling Podcast, a retro throwback to great classic wrestling. All coming to you exclusively on the Podcast City Network.
Can you play the sound to it? I wonder if the fans can hear this.
I have to search for it, man. That takes some time.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They can check it out because it's already been released.
Stay tuned.
Intro. Yeah. But stay tuned, man. Stay tuned for the Deleted Wrestling Podcast.
Wrestling podcast. It's enjoyable. Enjoy it.
Yes.
Deleted podcast. Check it out, fans.
Yeah, definitely enjoy it.
Wow. What else is going on? Doug, how you been, man? What you been up to? We were asking that before, right, Everett?
Mm-hmm. Actually, basically been doing a lot of schooling.
Oh, cool.
You have.
Yeah, basically had a midterm last night. Ended up with a C, and basically they're doing a B average. Next month, I will actually be going and getting my graduating with a degree in IT.
Excellent. Congratulations, man.
Yep.
Guys, I think we're going to wrap this podcast up.
I know.
David, go ahead and plug your podcast.
Deathmatch Russell Podcast fans, where can you find me? Deathmatch Russell Podcast, as always. Go on social media, on Facebook to David C. Russell, and follow me on Twitter at DJ Dave NJ32, and on my website, deathmatchrussellpodcast.com.
Robyn, let it loose.
All right. You can listen to my podcast, Wrestle Popcast, at the Podcast City Network, podcastcity.net, with great shows like the Chris Everett Show, Chris Carnage Show, and of course, Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast. And then you can also listen to my podcast at Wrestle Popcast on iHeartRadio. Hit the subscribe button. And you can also listen to my live podcast at Wrestle Popcast on Spreaker.com, and also Wrestle Popcast on iTunes. And you can follow Wrestle Popcast on Twitter at WrestlePopcast1. And you can also follow me at Facebook at Wrestle Popcast, and on YouTube at Wrestle Popcast. And then you can follow my other podcast, Paranormal Files 13, at iHeartRadio. Hit the subscribe button. And also Paranormal Files 13 on Spreaker.com. And also Paranormal Files 13 at the Podcast City Network at podcastcity.net. And you can follow me at Twitter at 13Files and my Facebook page, Paranormal Files 13.
Awesome.
And good night, Doug.
Thank you, Doug, for calling in, man.
Yep, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. I want to thank Robyn Nilsson and David Russell for coming on and hanging out with me here on the podcast. And you can find more Everett Lee on Twitter. You can follow me at the Everett_Lee. Facebook.com/Everett Lee. Click that thumbs up. And you can find me on Podcast City Network on podcastcity.net, the official website of the Everett Lee Show. Follow Podcast City on Facebook, facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Click that thumbs up and send a tweet to Podcast City Network on Twitter at Podcast City Net. I'm Everett Lee. I'm out of here. We'll see you again next week. New shows, new format, new times, twice a week of The Everett Lee Show. Peace.